Hi, it's Olga here from olgadictareva.com and Productivity for Scientists. This is where you overcome overwhelm, get in charge of your day, become more productive while feeling happy in your life. And today's video is all about your self-criticism. Just recently I received so many emails from you and I've heard from you, and a lot of them being about self-criticism, and the emails were from PhD students, from postdocs, and even the young staff, newly appointed staff. So it looks like this issue is common to different levels or stages of career. And you've been sharing with me that it makes you feel bad, and you start losing yourself, and it stops you in your tracks. Some of you said it's paralyzing you, so it's not good for your productivity, it's not good for you, and it prevents you from making further progress. So if it's not good for you, it's no use to you, so it's good actually to let it go. And why we keep doing this? Because it's like any habit. So it's a bad habit, so it's like any habit is just stuck to us. But the thing is, the good news is that you can dissolve this habit and replace it with a better habit that will actually support you and help you to make progress and become more productive. And that's what I would like to talk to you about. And so the good thing is that you are aware of it, because you write to me about it, so you're aware of it, that you have these self-criticizing thoughts, and this is the first step. So once you're aware of it, you can also try and catch yourself when you do it. And today I also want to suggest what to do instead. And I'm particularly excited to talk about it today because the past weekend I went to attend a summit that was called I Can Do It, and was led by Louise Hay and her publishing company, the Hay House. And she was on stage, and she's 86-year-old woman who radiates energy and love. And this is was her main message, and she literally said it from stage: let go of all self-criticism. And how to do it, I'm going to share with you in a minute. And I bought this book for myself by Louise Hay and got it signed, and it's just so wonderfully decorated that I read some inspirations here every morning, and I want to share some of this with you. So once you become aware of the self-criticism, and you catch yourself doing that, what you could do, you can say, okay, thank you, you're not any use to me, I'll let it go, and gently start to ponder on a new thoughts, a better thoughts, more positive thoughts, and I'm going to share some of them with you. So this can be as simple as: I accept myself, I'm doing my best, I'm wonderful and I'm proud of myself. And you can up it up: I love being me, I'm now willing to see only my magnificence, only my good side, or I'm also willing to see my good side, because often we don't. And I'm willing to see the good things I do, because often we don't. So this is a suggestion for you. And the thing is, these thoughts some of them might sound silly to you, And not true. It's just because you are not used to it. You haven't said anything like this to you for a very, very long time. But how wonderful it would be if you can just become your internal supporter and your internal cheerleader. And of course, if you just to work with me privately and do the coaching with me, that's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to cheer for you and I'm going to support you. But it's just such a good way to start creating this internal supporter inside you. And because you spend the most of your life with yourself, so imagine if you would be supporting and actually encouraging instead of doing the self-criticism. The thing is, some of these thoughts will be as true and even truer than your current self-criticizing thoughts, because the PhD student shared with me that she's just been so stuck with her PhD and not doing as much as she thought she should, and she's taking so much time and she's disappointing herself and her parents, which was not true. It turned out because her parents never said anything like this. And also, when we calculate how much she spent on her PhD, she worked first part-time and then full-time, and when we converted it into full-time, it was only 2 years and 9 months. And a lot of PhD students require much more than this, and they submit toward the end of the 4th year. So she was actually doing okay. So her thoughts, her self-criticizing thoughts were not even true. So what I suggest that you listen to the thoughts I suggest today and start gently introducing them instead of those thoughts. And what's also going to happen that you're going to take criticism of other people, and you will be able to look critically at your work much better way. It's just because you know that you accept yourself exactly as you are, and when you hear criticism you say, oh, that's great, I mean, this is really useful, I'm gonna go now and apply it and make my work much better. So that's what's gonna happen. So that's it for today, and I'm just gonna give you your productivity for scientist assignment for this week, and this is to become aware of your self-criticism and to catch yourself when you do that. And that's probably when you feel bad and when you have these thoughts going on in your head, oh, I'm not doing it good enough, and yet again I fail, and all this kind. So this is first. And the second thing is to say no thank you and start introducing these other more gentle, more supportive thoughts. And these are, I love and accept myself exactly as I am, and I'm wonderful, and I'm proud of myself, and others that I mentioned in this video. So I hope you find it useful, and I wish you a very good weekend and very productive week, and I'll speak to you next week. Bye for now. Bye.